It's kDrama FANatics here, and welcome back to my channel. Serendipity's Embrace Episode 2 starts with Hongju waking up after her drunken misadventures from the night before. She recalls getting drunk at Director Kim's party and remembers going to Sangpil's restaurant, upset with Junho for showing up in her life all of a sudden. In present day, Hongju is embarrassed when she recalls her interaction with Hu Yeong. Then, Yeji shows up at her place to bribe her with food to learn what she was up to the night before. At the same time, while breakfast, CEO Beck suggests they should invite their upstairs neighbor, who is none other than Hongju, over for breakfast. Hu Yeong startles his uncle when he refuses, but does not explain his reaction. Yeji is fuming when she learns that Junho has returned to South Korea after abandoning Hongju. She gets upset at his audacity for showing up in front of Hongju after what he did. But Hongju tells her best friend that she played it cool in front of Junho. The two decide to mull over their respective first love while eating pastries. A flashback shows young Yeji crying about how Hu Yeong had not responded to the 10 love letters she had given him using Hongju's help. When Hu Yeong does not respond to any of the letters, Hongju suggests that Yeji should write him in a public letter. One day, Hu Yeong finds a love confession written by HJ on the chalkboard of his classroom. Hu Yeong's classmate, including Sangpil, tease him about it, but Hu Yeong just wipes the note without any reaction. Then it moves back to the present day as Hongju tells Yeji how rude it was of Hu Yeong to never respond to her. At the same time, Hu Yeong convinces his uncle to call Hongju and asks to hang out with him the following day. CEO Beck calls Hongju and tells her that she needs to take care of the kid who is traveling from the USA. Hongju assumes that CEO Beck is talking about his niece and agrees. He asks Hongju to bring Yeji along, assuming that Yeji is the girl Hu Yeong has feeling for. The next day, Hongju shows up at CEO Beck's house expecting a little kid but is shocked to see Hu Yeong there. She agrees to entertain Hu Yeong for the day and takes her to the amusement park. Hongju drags Hu Yeong on various rides and notices how Hu Yeong is smiling a lot more than he used to when they were in high school. Kang Hu Yeong challenged Hongju into eating spicy ramen, assuming she has low spice tolerance. To Hu Yeong's surprise, Hongju wins the contest and he agrees to do anything she wishes for. She asks Hu Yeong to dress up in hanboks and the two take photos of each other throughout the rest of the day. As the two head out to go back home, it starts raining. While in the car, Hongju looks at the pictures they had taken and asks Hu Yeong to visit South Korea often, as it was fun catching up with him. Then, he decides to spend more time with Hongju and takes her to the Han River, hoping to eat some fried chicken as they watch the night lights. But due to the rain, they watch the Han River from inside the car, with no chicken stall in sight. In the car, they chat when Hongju accidentally rolls down the window, causing the rainwater to get inside the car. Hu Yeong tries to roll Hongju's window up, and the two share a moment. Kang Hu Yeong gets close as if to kiss her, but Hongju asks him to go back to his seat and drop her back home. On the drive back, they keep glancing at each other awkwardly. Outside CEO Beck's house, Hu Yeong grabs Hongju's arms to shelter her from the rain. Hongju gets awkward and borrows an umbrella to go home. Then, Hu Yeong asks her to hang out with him for fried chicken soon. She agrees but goes back home, wondering how the vibe between her and Hu Yeong has suddenly changed. Another flashback from high school. shows Hongju scolding Hu Yeong and threatening to kick him for ignoring Yeji's love letters. Hu Yeong tells Hongju that not responding to her letter is his way of rejecting her feelings. The entire school learns about the incident, and Sang-pil teases Hu Yeong. He wonders why Hu Yeong had not rejected Yeji already. Sang-pil asks Hu Yeong if he likes interacting with Hongju whenever she gives him Yeji's letters. Kang Hu Yeong thinks about all the times Hongju chased after him to give him the letters from Yeji. One day, Kang Hu Yeong is in the library when he finds Hongju napping. He saves her from dancing off and hitting her head on the table. Then, episode moves back to the present night as Hu Yeong thinks of ways to get Hongju to hang out with him. The next day, Hongju gets to work as usual and is called to her boss' office. Hongju's boss tells her that she will be working with a writer for their company's new animation project. She finds herself looking at Junho, who is the author of the novel she will be working with for her project. Meanwhile, Hongju chats with Junho at a nearby cafe after the meeting. They talk about the past, and Junho tells Hongju that they were not officially broken up, which means that they were still together. At the same time, Hu Yeong spots Hongju in the cafe with Junho. His uncle tells him that the guy is Hongju's ex-boyfriend who broke her heart. Hongju leaves the cafe and Junho follows after her as they run into CEO Baek and Hu Yeong. Junho tries to grab her hand to coax her into talking to him, but she pulls it away. Kang Hu Yeong intervenes in the conversation and grabs Hongju's hand, pretending to be her boyfriend. Hongju uses the opportunity and walks away hand in hand with Hu Yeong. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.